Hello, my amazing analytical Aquarius. Welcome, welcome. I am Sachi the Scorpio, and I am here to deliver your Twin Flame Union Guided Healing Tarot for the month of January. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. So this is what came up in the cleansing ceremony. We had surrender to the divine, full moon. So, the next full moon that we have will be during your season in Aquarius season, which is the Leo full moon, which is coming up. But surrender to the divine. So it looks like, what you are being asked to do is to, to surrender to powers that are higher than you in this case, because behind it was luck is on your side, the new moon in Sagittarius. And this was the eclipse that we just had back in Sagittarius season. And it looked like there was a situation where, you might have been out on your luck or things didn't go in your favor. And now you're being challenged to surrender to the divine. We had the Four of Wands come out in reverse and the Four of Pentacles in reverse right behind it. This is really showing me that the foundation of things just are not where they need to be. They're very not sturdy. The Four of Wands is the card of, Twin Flame Union. It's also the card of, melding when it comes to and building a good foundation between the divine feminine and divine masculine when it comes to love, lust, passion, everything like that. And the Four of Pentacles here has to do with, money, housing, whatever it may be. And it looks like, with the Four of Wands and the Four of Pentacles in reverse, it does really look like luck was not on your side. This is a very, very unstable foundation, as I said. And then we had land it using smog. Okay, so because it's in the root chakra, this could be influencing your eating, drinking, sleeping habits and what makes you feel safe. But this specifically I take as Kundalini energy before it's utilized and awakened to, build its way up to the sacral. So, like, as you can see, there is the flame at the tail. And it does look like there is some smog within your Kundalini, so it's just unable to get to where it needs to go in order to create. And behind it, we had Dino Dragon type, right? And Dragon type does indicate Twin Flame using Headbutt Bounce, which is a psychic dark attack. So it does look like there's been some darkness put on the third eye connection here, and that it does have to do, pretty heavily with your twin flame. So that is what came up in the cleansing ceremony and what is being cleansed by this situation, Aquarius. So this month, this is what we are going to take a look at. We are going to see at what message do your angels want to send to you? What do you need to know from the angels? And then we're going to look at what is hindering your access to angelic forces. And then we will take a look in the extended at what you can do in order to strengthen your connection with the angelic realm and your angels and archangels. And then we will look at some advice on how to manifest the highest vibrational timeline. And then we will also, of course, pour some oracles. Pour. Interesting. I don't know why I said pour. We will pull some oracles. All right, Aquarius, let's take a look. What message do the angels want to send to Aquarius? That came out pretty fast. So coming out stuck is the energy is gaining momentum, which is the waxing moon. So you need to understand that even though it looked like luck was not on your side in the situation and you are being asked to trust in the divine, your angels want you to know that energy is gaining momentum. Things are moving forward. Things are building up. Momentum is that force of, how much potential energy is there, right? And then eventually, that potential energy is transferred into kinetic energy, which is of movement. So things are going to be moving, but it's just gaining the momentum right now. All right, let's see. What do the angels want to say to Aquarius? Woo, death. Okay, so heavy Scorpio energy here. Things are changing. Things are changing. Again, it's gaining momentum. It's still part of this potential energy of what it could be. And it doesn't seem like it's really ready to move forward because it's really in a transitionary stage here. Okay, and you know, this card specifically is the card of purgatory. So as you can see, someone is being taken away because they've been, you know, they are ascending, you know, but everyone else is kind of waiting for, you know, to be, you know, to go through various whatever needs to be happen in order to be judged, right? To kind of get to that higher level. Sagittarius also had this card in their spread. So if you have Sagittarius placements, I highly suggest that you check this one out, or check that one out. But anyway, so yeah, definitely huge, huge transformative time, right? Death means rebirth. You know, it's that scorpionic energy that death is only part of the process, right? There are many steps after, you know, the physical death of like being human or whatever it may be, right? So, it's weird because like during the cleansing ceremony, I was also feeling like a lot of energy of doubt. And, you know, this doubt, like, yeah, it feels like that is part of the judgment process here, okay, of purgatory, right? Because like supposedly in like, you know, Christian theology, when you pass away as a human, you end up in this kind of middle ground place in purgatory where your soul is judged, you know, and you either ascend to heaven or you are, you know, put into HE double hockey sticks, right? And this like, it's weird. I was starting to like feel some Egyptian energy, and it's, you know, very similar to an Egyptian theology, how, you know, when you pass away, your heart gets weighed against a feather. And if your heart is too heavy, you know, and you have worry in your heart or have a heavy heart, right, then you don't get to ascend to the higher realms. But yeah, your angels do want you to know that things really are moving forward, but it's in this transitionary phase where, you know, you might not really see what's going on. I'm hearing that there's a waiting game. What's the light energy? Yeah, again, we have the root chakra. So coming out stuck, we have Ponyta, returning flames, and live coal. So this is an active situation with live coal and returning flames. Again, this is like, you know, the return of the twin flame. So yeah, definitely deep, deep in your journey, you guys. It says its legs grow strong when it chases after its parent. It runs in the fields and mountains all day. So this can definitely be a mother wound or a father wound. You know, it talks about chasing after its parents. So there could be some like, you know, parental issues sort of thing involved. Either the relationship with your parents or maybe, you know, them with their parents or both of you with children or something like that. Again, it is a root chakra issue. So, you know, it's that Kundalini, you know, it's that, again, and it really is like this, yeah, like momentum that is building from the root. But the thing is like, I don't know, it feels like too much is changing in order for you to really see that things are moving forward. All right, let's see. What is the shadow here? Ooh, I don't like the, okay, yeah, psychic. So there's definitely some, you know, we saw that there was that headbutt bounce in the cleansing ceremony, which was that dark psychic attack. So this is really causing, you know, the third eye connection to be in the shadow, you know, and that's kind of how it is in this purgatory of like, you know, that's a time of waiting before judgment where you don't really know, okay, is this going to ascend or is this going to go to a lower vibration? All right, let's see what is hindering your access to the angelic realms. That is the 7th, 8th dimension. I have learned 7th is the angels, 8th is where the archangels work. You know, of anyone, Aquarius, like, you probably know about this. I'm just starting to learn about the angels. And yeah, like the way that I've been experiencing the angels are pretty much just like mathematical equations. That either they just take a form of a vibration. Sometimes they can manifest as shapes. But it feels very mathy. And Aquarius, I think out of all signs, you guys will probably appreciate that the most when I say that. But anyway, going right to this death card, we have show the world the real you in reverse, full moon in Aquarius. Yeah, so the thing is like, you know, you're not showing the world who you truly are. You're, you know, you might be putting on some sort of fake mask or whatever it may be, or you feel unsafe to be who you truly are. And yeah, this is definitely in a state of change, but because you're not showing the world your true self, it's hindering your access to the angels, because, you know, authenticity is really the only way to be, you know, accessing these kind of forces. And this is your full moon in Aquarius. So, you know, it's definitely influencing you a lot. It feels like, because like literally, you know, show the world the real you, Aquarius in reverse, like you're not being your Aquarian self. And again, like how we had that full moon, you know, in the cleansing ceremony, I really feel like this Leo full moon, right? And Leo is your sister sign, so it's happening in your axis. Ooh, Ace of Swords in reverse. I'm hearing that like you might not be communicating with your angels. With the Ace of Swords in reverse, like you don't even talk to them. So you have to call the angels in order for them to assist you. They respect your free will, so they won't interfere unless you ask them to. Okay. All right. So let's take a look here. What is hindering the access to the angelic realms for our Aquarius? Archangel Gabriel. What is hindering the access here? Wants to hide. Whew, we have the Chariot. So, yeah, that things are kind of moving forward without them is what I'm getting. Like, you're moving forward, especially, this is Cancer energy. So, you know, the 4s that we got earlier, like, that's 2 heavy Cancerian energies coming together to create that 8, which is the Scorpio of, like, a repeating cycle. And here we have, you know, more Cancerian energy, which has to do about, you know, the foundation and the emotional rooting of the situation, that things really are moving forward with you, you know, not being you. You're still moving forward, but you're moving forward not being your true self and not calling the angels in, and that's why you can't. Let's see, what's the light energy? Tight jaw. Yeah, I'm really hearing that like you're just not talking to them very much. This is steel energy, so very much, you know, protecting your energy, taking it back, like, you know, putting, you know, a barrier around you, especially with tight jaw, which is, you know, not talking. So the angels are definitely making it clear that, you know, you're not giving them the time of day necessarily. It says, attached to the head is a huge set of jaws formed by horns. It can chew through iron beams. So, you know, because we had the root chakra come out twice, again, that's, you know, what you're eating, drinking, sleeping. And this talks about chewing through iron beams. So it does feel like you might be eating some things that are a little bit tough, that are influencing your aura, where you're moving forward in such a way that, you know, not being the true you. And attached to its head is a huge set of jaws formed by horns. So because it has this horn energy, I am getting like could be like Aries Taurus energy. We did just have Mars move from Aries to Taurus. Capricorn also has some horns, but let's see, what's the shadow here? Okay, I just heard like the horns indicates like the splits of this psychic connection. Instead of, you know, ding ding, it's like doop, like of basically sending out 2 different signals, which are causing some sort of issue. There's like a split in where the mind is. And that's where this giant mouth, this is like a really big conversation. Yeah, but the mouth is staying closed. But again, it really does feel like this psychic split. In coming out stuck, we have Swirlix using Lick Away and Tackle. So yeah, I mean, this is like a cotton candy sort of Pokemon. So definitely if it's like a bunch of sugars, that's kind of what I'm getting. Like a bunch of sugar here is just really, yeah, influencing your access to the angelic realm. This does have to do with the crown chakra, you know, just like that, like the horns are like in the crown, and because it's split on the crown, that's why the third eye is clogged, because there's two different dink like antenna for the messages that you're receiving. Anyway, so again, fairy type has to do with, you know, one-on-one relationships. So this definitely is, you know, how you're moving forward with this, you know, deal-making relationship. And we do have lick away. So, again, like sort of sweet stuff and tackle. I'm hearing like the way that you're tackling the situation is just moving forward by not being your authentic self and, you know, keeping this mouth shut. It says to entangle its opponents in battle. It extrudes white threads as sweet and sticky as cotton candy. So to entangle its opponents in battle, it extrudes white threads. So I'm definitely getting that the Kundalini energy is being utilized for, like, it's not really going to the third eye or the crown where it needs to be, if you know what I'm saying. And yeah, again, it talks about cotton candy, so be careful of, you know, a lot of sweets if that is what you are eating. So, all right, we are going to, that was really interesting, Aquarius. Yeah, so in the extended, like I said, we're going to see what angel wants to take us into the extended, but we are going to take a look at what you can do in order to improve your access to the angels, and then some advice on how to deal with the situation to manifest the highest vibrational timeline, and then some oracles. Well, let's see what angel wants to take us into the extended. Going right to the Chariot, we have Remph, the angel of time. So it does seem like time is really a matter here. There could be something very time sensitive about this Chariot of moving on. So let's go into the extended and take a look. And yeah, so the link is in the description box below if you want to follow me there. But if not, good luck with the situation. I am sending you so much love, a big hug, and a kiss on your third eye. Mwah.